Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to Happy Gaming News. Today, we'll be taking a look at the news from the week of May 31st through June 6th. So first up, let's kick it off with some Final Fantasy XV news. Hajime Tabata held an active time report on the state of Final Fantasy XV this last Thursday, showing off some of their developments regarding the full game, including the removal of certain scenes and characters, most notably Stella from Versus 13, who has now been reworked into Luna, and is quite a different character. However, the highlight of the event was the announcement that Episode Dusque 2.0, the updated version of the demo that came paired with Type 0, will be available this Tuesday, June 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. This is an update for the downloadable demo from Type 0, so you will not be able to download it separately unless you already owned it. It features a myriad of updates, including improved targeting, frame rate, the ability to fight those large enemies standing out in the lakes, side quests with your allies, new attacks and combo attacks, and a new way to reach Titan apparently without using that old glitch. It's not often in this day and age a demo is patched to better represent the full game, but I do look forward to playing it this coming Tuesday. So last week on Happy Gaming News, I mentioned Heroes of the Storm and that its launch was going to happen this week. Well, I've actually gotten to play quite a few hours of the casual, more objective-focused MOBA, and I must say that at the very least, it's a welcome change of pace. There's no items to build, and it has a heavy focus on objective control with your team, so it leaves room for all kinds of players to make at least some sort of contribution, even if you're not the greatest at necessarily team fighting. Also, playing the same hero over and over again allows you to level them up and unlock new talents for them to use in the actual game. The only real issue that I had is that the game is way more snowbally than other MOBAs, and that's a pretty hard thing to do. So, if anything, I found it more snowbally than any other MOBA I've ever played. Since your entire team collects experience and levels up simultaneously, getting a 3 to 4 level lead usually means you're gonna win the game because all of your team is that many levels and experience points ahead. On some maps, this gets out of control, since neutral objectives generally do a very good job of removing enemy structures, especially in places like Blackheart Bay. With this experience edge, you can usually bully the other team out of it completely, which will make it so that you don't even have to be in your enemy's base for them to lose the game. The plus side to this is that games are generally over quickly, so you can get a lot more games out of a play session than with other MOBAs, and I'm generally not as salty at the end of a loss. I can at least say that for myself. I'd at least say try it out. It's pretty fun. I don't expect it to have much staying power in the MOBA or competitive market. I'm honestly more excited for Overwatch out of Blizzard at this point. Next up on the list, while we all wait patiently for information on Bloodborne's new expansion, leaks have begun surfacing regarding Dark Souls 3. Revealed by Rooster Teeth on their web show, The Know, several screenshots and details have already been leaked about the game. This includes the inclusion of 1 to 4 player co-op or PvP, it's not made 100% clear, 10 classes, 15 new bosses, 45 new enemies, that's not including the reused ones that they use in the Soul series, 100 new weapons, 40 new armor sets, 12 different areas, and over an hour of in-engine cutscenes. Wow. On top of that, bosses are said to have this new mechanic that may cause them to change appearance and mechanics as the game progresses, depending on how you decide to explore the world and interact with it. We should be on the lookout for Dark Souls 3 at E3 2015, and currently, the game is rumored to be headed to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, with PC releases still being negotiated. Now, at some point this week, I opened Steam and noticed that Steam hardware had finally gone on sale. So let's talk about that real quick before the biggest piece of news for the week. You may have heard the term Steam Machine sometime in the past 2 years or so. It is a Steam console meant to make the Steam library accessible to those who aren't big on PC gaming. Well, it seems these machines will finally become available in October of this year. Now, pre-orders have already opened up for all of the different pieces of hardware. That includes the Steam controller, which while it does act as your standard game controller, it actually has the functionality that will allow it to work with games designed for the keyboard and mouse. The Steam Link, which allows you to connect your Steam library to your home network and play the games on any TV in the house. And then, of course, we have the aforementioned Steam Machine, which acts as a console for your Steam library. While currently only 2 types of Steam machines are available, several more are on their way with varying degrees of strengths and features. So, if you're looking forward to this, go pre-order them before October 13th. Limited supplies. And the final bit of news for this last week was brought to us by Bethesda, and I'm sure most of you already know about this by now. It's no secret that for some time Fallout 4 has been leaked, and it's said that it was going to make an appearance at E3 this year. What we didn't expect was for Bethesda to stream a please stand by screen for 24 hours straight, with the Fallout 4 trailer airing at the end of the countdown. The game appears to be going back to its Fallout 3 roots, with less established civilization and more fending for yourself in this post-apocalyptic world. To be honest, the trailer just gives me that Fallout 3 vibe, which I much preferred over the more civilized Fallout New Vegas. Don't get me wrong, it's the end of the world and things are going crazy in both games. I just much preferred the approach of Fallout 3, at least in terms of the direction of the character and the story. I'm looking forward to E3 to see what else Bethesda has in store for us. And that's it for this week's Happy Gaming News. A few last little tidbits. Elder Scrolls Online is going to be launching for the PlayStation 4 on June 9th, the same day that episode Duske 2.0 comes out. The Steam refund feature is now live, and there's a new Mega Man TV show coming out. I might actually watch that. That goes back to my childhood. So if your favorite bit of news was not on this week's episode, be sure to comment on it in the description of the video below. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, take care.